Good afternoon, my friends, and welcome to Friday's edition of Take 5 to Recharge, potentially the best 5 minutes of your day. This is the Love Language edition, and I am your host, Pastor Bala. I hope you're having a good day, and by the time we finish, I pray your love tank will be back on full, and you will have a lovely day. This is part 2 of Love Language number 2, which is quality time. And this is today's takeaway. Learning to listen may be as difficult as learning a foreign language, but we must learn it if we want to communicate love. Quality time is not just about being in the same room with your spouse. A key ingredient in giving your spouse quality time is giving them focused attention, especially in this era of many distractions. Some husbands and wives think that they are spending time together when in reality, they are only living in the same house. They are in the same house at the same time, but they're not together. A wife who is texting while her husband is trying to talk to her is not giving him quality time because she doesn't have his full attention. Quality time does not mean that we have to spend our together moments sort of gazing into each other's eyes. It means that we are doing something together, that we are giving our full attention to the other person. The activity in which we are both engaged in is actually incidental. Like words of affirmation, the language of quality time also has many dialects. One of the most common dialects is that of quality conversation. By quality conversation, I mean sympathetic dialogue where two individuals are sharing their experiences, thoughts, feelings, and desires in a friendly, uninterrupted context. Quality conversation is quite different from the first love language. Words of affirmation focus on what we are saying, whereas quality conversation focuses on what we are hearing. If I am sharing my love for you by means of quality time, and we are going to spend time in conversation, it means I will focus on drawing you out, listening sympathetically to what you have to say. I will ask questions, not in a badgering manner, but with a genuine desire to understand your thoughts, feelings, and desires. Men, please pay close attention. When your wife is sharing what happened at work today, she's not looking for you to solve the problem, but to simply listen to how she's feeling about what's going on at work. We are trained to analyze problems and create solutions. We forget that marriage is a relationship, not a project to be completed or a problem to be solved. A relationship calls for sympathetic listening, and with the goal being to understand the other person's thoughts, feelings, and desires. We must be willing to give advice, but only when it is requested, and never in a condescending manner. Learning to listen is really as difficult as learning a foreign language, but we must do it if we want to communicate love. Let me give you a few practical tips. Number 1, maintain eye contact when your spouse is talking with you. Don't listen to your spouse and do something else at the same time. If you are doing something which you cannot stop immediately, let your spouse know and maybe ask if you can get back to that conversation in the next 10 minutes or so. Listen for feelings. Number 3, ask yourself, what emotion is my spouse experiencing? When you think you have the answer, make sure you confirm it. For example, it sounds to me like you are feeling disappointed because I forgot to pick up the milk. That gives him the chance to clarify his feelings, and it also communicates that you are listening intently to what he's saying. Observe body language. Sometimes body language speaks one message while words speak another. Ask for clarification to make sure you know what she's really thinking and feeling. Number 5, which is probably the most important, refuse to interrupt. Research indicates that the average individual listens for only 17 seconds before they interrupt. If I give you my undivided attention while you are talking, I will refrain from defending myself. My goal is to discover your thoughts and feelings. My objective is not to defend myself or to set you straight. It is to understand you. Now let's remember today's takeaway. Learning to listen may be as difficult as learning a foreign language, but we must learn it if we want to communicate love. I want you to go out today and try to give someone your undivided attention. Listen to what they are saying. Give them at least 10 to 15 minutes. Be creative in how you do it and share with us on Facebook or Instagram. Again, I thank you for joining me for another installment of Take 5 to Recharge, the Love Edition. If this segment has blessed you, please repost it. Together, we are sowing the seed of love. Now, faith, hope, love abides, but the greatest of these is love. Have a lovely day. See you on Monday at 12:15, the good Lord willing. Remember, God loves you, and so do I. God bless you.